everybody, it's Mark with Balance Work, Yoga, and Massage. I'm here with another self-care toolkit tip. And I've brought my friend Indira with me today, who will be assisting me. She's a yoga teacher and massage therapist extraordinaire.
Thank you,
Indira. So, today we're talking about relieving headaches. So during the summer months, headaches are more prevalent. And why?
Heat.
Heat, yes. So, good to stay out of the heat if possible, and very good to stay hydrated through the summer as well to help avoid headaches. But should you have a headache, we're looking at ways to relieve that through trigger point massage as well as acupressure work. Okay, so we'll get started. For headaches that you experience around the forehead, around the temple, around the crown of the head, around the side of the head into the back of the ear, and then also in the ear, there's one muscle that refers pain to all of these areas, and that is called your sternocleidomastoid. So if Indira could turn her head to the left, you'll see that that muscle here goes from your clavicular area, your clavicle, your collarbone, up and all the way back to the back of your skull just behind your ear. Okay? So the points we're really going to look at are this midpoint of the muscle and then also up closer to the back of the ear. Now there's two parts to this muscle. There's the part that's on the surface that you can see, and then a little bit deeper to that there's the clavicle branch of the muscle, which comes out a little bit to the outside of where you see this muscle pop up. Okay? So what we're going to do is come about halfway up the muscle. You're going to wrap your fingers around it like you're holding a pencil. And then once you've got a hold of it, you can then turn your head back to the center. Kind of slacken up on that muscle a little bit. Now you're going to take a hold of the muscle between your fingers, and then you're just rolling it. Roll it between your fingers. Feel for anything that feels like tenderness. It could also feel like there's a little pebble in there, or like a taut band of tissue. What are you doing here? So you might also notice that when you're working this point, if there's an active trigger point in here, that it actually recreates the feeling of headache that you feel in the head. That's a positive indication that you've hit a trigger point. So a good 8 to 10 strokes in each area. You don't want to overwork these points. It can be useful for migraines as well as tension headaches, but yeah, you want to make sure that you're not overworking the points. So anywhere up from like 30 seconds to a minute is good. I'm moving a little bit higher up. And then that's going to continue all the way up, closer towards the back of the skull. Okay. This trigger point, which is kind of right where the neck turns into the top of the shoulder, that point can actually refer up behind the ear, down the side of the neck. It can also refer to the temple and to the jaw. So to find it, if Indira just shrugs your shoulder up slightly, yep, you can feel that muscle pop up under your finger. And then if she releases that a little bit, you're catching a hold of it, just like you grabbed a hold of the sternocleidomastoid between your fingers. You're grabbing a hold of this one between the fingers, then again rolling. So a lot of times we do trigger point work with lacrosse balls or with the Theracane. These points you'll work with your fingers. So that's our trigger points. And then we're just going to go right into our acupressure points. So the first acupressure point we'll look at is called third eye point. So directly between the eyebrows here, steady pressure or small circles. And again, you're taking slow, nice, deep, even breaths. Nice, relaxing breaths. Just like the trigger point work, you can do this for a good minute or so. Longer if you like, do it several times a day. So this can refer to several different types of headaches. The next point, which is called drilling bamboo, which is just if you follow where the inner edge of the eyebrows are into the bridge of the nose, pressing into those points. These are particularly good for sinus headaches. Again, moderate pressure. Again, you'll hold that for longer than I'm doing here. For the sake of time, we're going to move down to our next point. You follow the pupils directly down and then go from the nostril over to just beneath the pupils. This point, facial beauty point, is also good for headaches, the pain that you feel in the face. And then the last point we'll cover is called gallbladder 20. This is a point kind of right at the very basic of your skull. You'll feel these little divots at the base of the skull. You want to go into those hollow points, looking right underneath the base of the skull. And that's our gallbladder 20 point, which can really be very helpful for releasing tension headaches. So you're good 4 finger widths apart, a few inches. And same thing with this. You can massage it with your fingers. If Indira wanted to do that with her hands, she'd interlace her hands behind her head. Then she can even let her head lean back a little bit into the pressure of the thumbs. Okay. Great, so I hope you find these points useful. This Saturday, July 7th, at Plumber Park, we'll be doing a trigger point workshop from 9 to 11. So come join me for that, learn all about relieving trigger points for major areas of the body, neck, shoulders, hips, lower back. And if you are looking for more information on that, you can visit the website, balancework.com. And I hope you have a great 4th of July. Namaste.